Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, also known as Prince of Biltan on the internet. And today I'm just filming a short video about skin tones or flesh tones and painting them on miniatures. So for this video I'm looking at the Tooth and Coats from Duncan Rhodes and Transatlantis games. So we have specifically the Druid Flesh, the Paladin Flesh, and the Bard Skin here. For them, I was actually just trying them out on this miniature from Games Workshop's Warcry range, and I thought I would talk about some of my thoughts and show you how I would paint a dark-skinned miniature using them. So we've actually come in one step in, because this miniature has been assembled, primed with a zenithal, with the zenithal priming method. So that is a black spray with a white spray on top, and then I've applied a coat of the first colour. So that is this Druid Flesh here. As you can see, the coverage is quite strong. It's a very warm, almost oak-like brown, which is pretty cool, and it should surprise no one that I applied this with two thin coats. Now, as for a wash, I'm going to try out this Magi Purple wash, also from Two Thin Coats. Usually because I find that purple is a very good shade for dark skin. You get that subdued colour from blood pumping through melanated skin quite well. I've also found, I also got this idea from the television show Insecure, which has quite a majority black cast, and they find that lighting in blues, purples and greens are very well. So I've taken that and I use that on my painting. So I'm going to pop back and show you a little bit later on, which I guess will only be a second for you guys. So I'm going to take a couple of drops of the Magi Purple, drop of water there, about 2-to-1 mix. And let's carry that across the miniature. So, I don't know if you guys can see the painting on. It's settling quite nicely. It's a touch blue, it's very magical, this wash. And I'm just going to let that settle into the recesses there. Because this is a Warcry miniature, it's push fit. Sorry, not Warcry, Warhammer Underworlds. Warcry is a great game though. It comes in push fit, which I quite like. It means I can get to these kinds of details nice and easy. Okay, and we're just going to leave that to dry and we'll be right back. Okay, and as you can see, our wash, our shade has dried, and we have a slight hint of purple shadow there, and that's just to make this look this guy look a bit more alive, like he's got some blood pumping through his veins. Like I mentioned, I used this Magi Purple here, but you could use Druchii Violet from Citadel if you have that. I'm just trying out the Two Thin Coats paints today. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying some Paladin Flesh here. Now that's going to be the second in our triad. So this is going to act like our mid-tone, and then after that we'll be able to work up to the Bard Skin. So for your comparison here, we have the Druid Flesh here, the darker of the two, and we have the Paladin Flesh here. As you can see, it's a touch paler, it's a little bit warmer as well, so it should be nice as a highlight. So let's show that going on to the miniature for you now. For this I'm going to be using this size 0 Rosemary & Co sable brush, just to give me a touch more control. And we're going to thin that down nicely. And with this, we're just going to be painting those areas that are a little more raised. So a nice way to think about this when you're painting flesh is you want to leave a little bit of the old colour behind, just so you get that effect of shadow right there. Also think about the shape. So as you can see, this guy is fairly muscular. So we're going to be highlighting the body of his muscles, but thinking of each of them as if they were their own shape, and painting a highlight just on top there. There you go. So that then looks like that. So as you can see, we've got the raised surfaces here and the original skin tone in the recesses there. And we're just going to take a little bit of the paladin flesh and give it a highlight. Now, the way I've highlighted the entire model is basically just to try to leave a lot of the existing colour behind. And that's going to build up over layer after layer, and we're going to end up with a nice bit of depth. This is a really nice section of the miniature to show you on, because you can kind of just catch the ridges of the fingers with the side of your brush. Nice and easy. Once we've applied this here, we're just going to go around the whole model and do the same. So we're just, like I said, just going to take little bits of the mid-tone, but still leaving most of that existing colour behind. Okay, and here we have the miniature with the second coat laid down. So that is the coat of paladin flesh over druid flesh, with a shade of magi purple. So the last step will be to add the bard skin. And let's see how this miniature turns out. Okay, and with that, the final layer is applied. So we have our completed triad of the druid flesh, the paladin flesh, and the bard skin right here. So when I'm painting each subsequent layer, try to go a little bit lighter and cover a little less space, so you can still see the kind of rich tapestry of depth across the figure. So for a quick and battle-ready skin tone, that's pretty good. We are able to get a nice result here with just the 4 colours from 2 thin coats. If you liked this video, please leave a like. It really helps new channels like mine get out there, and I massively appreciate it. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and let me know what more videos you'd like in the future. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.